top 8 dancers. Let's go. Okay, so your judges were Nigel, Mary, Rob Marshall, and Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga was on the panel, and she was kind of cool to have on the panel. She didn't hold back, and her opinion was different from the others. She didn't like conform, obviously, because she's so individual. So it was kind of cool to have her on the panel. And as you can see, I have a backlight on because I can't fix my webcam, so I just have to fix the lighting, I guess. So, anyways, moving on. Your first routine was Sasha and Pasha dancing a quickstep choreographed by Jonathan Roberts. And I thought this routine was fun. It was quirky. And it was the quickstep, so obviously not the most exciting. But still, I mean, it suited her. It was choreographed for her, I felt. They didn't get the last lift, but it was still pretty good. It was a good way to start the show. And Sasha's a tank, so it was really good. Caitlynn and Ivan went next, and they danced a hip-hop routine choreographed by Marty. Something I actually forget. Didn't think this was that good. I thought it was kind of lackluster. I thought Ivan took a little bit of the spotlight from her because he's so smooth when he moves and all the transitions are there. So kind of outshone Caitlynn, and I don't know. It wasn't the best, but she did a respectable job. It was decent. Jordan and Ade went next. They danced a Tyce DiOrio jazz piece. And I thought Jordan was really powerful and fierce in this, as usual. I don't feel like she gets the chemistry with her partner, though. I feel she's so focused on performing, and she's given always a strong woman character, so it's always kind of like, I'd like to see her be given like a more vulnerable piece, like something that is different, something that challenges her, because I feel like, obviously, we know she gets that powerful lady character out. So I mean, like, give her something challenging. She can clearly do it. So I mean, it was good, but I feel like I've already kind of seen her do this, so it's okay. Melanie and Neil went next to dance the Mandy Moore contemporary piece, and I feel like Melanie gets a lot of contemporary pieces, but maybe she just makes everything look so nice and floaty. Like the Viennese Waltz, again, it wasn't contemporary, but it kind of felt like it a little bit last week. And this week, I mean, with Neil, this was such a good piece. Mandy Moore obviously had to choose, such an old song, but it's a good old song, so that's okay. But it was good. It was a really good piece. Melanie loses herself every single time, that jump, that leap. I mean, how can you like do that? So much stress is required, and I mean, she's fantastic. I just like to see her get something that she's not used to, you know. But no, she's gotten pieces that she's not used to. That's not fair. But she's great. She's great. I have nothing to say. Ricky and Anya went next. They danced a Jive, choreographed by Jason Gilkenson, and this was respectable. But when you dance next to Anya, I mean, you gotta be on fire for me to watch you. I mean, Anya steals your eye just immediately. It just goes to her, and I mean, the guys are normally not the focal point of a ballroom piece, but I didn't really like pay attention that much, and when I did, he wasn't bouncy enough. So I mean, like, it was good. It was just, it wasn't the best, and Ricky already doesn't have a lot of fans, which isn't like, I don't know. I don't know if he'll be safe this week, but it was decent. Jess and Lauren went next to dance a hip-hop routine choreographed by Napoleon and Tabitha, and I thought it was good. It was almost like I've already seen this routine too. I don't know. It was just, they were really together. Jess has grown on me a lot more from the very beginning. I mean, from the very beginning, I did not like him, and now he's like more real, and that's what I liked about this piece and his character and everything. He's getting a lot better, and it's good to see him grow, because I mean, like, at first it almost looked like he was unwilling to grow because he was already set on who he was, but now you can kind of see him delve a little bit more into things that aren't in his comfort zone. So I think that's good, and the piece was good. Lauren was good. Everything was good about this, so good job. Tad and Lauren Froderman danced next to dance Mandy Moore jazz piece, and Tad lost his hat along the way, so I mean, it didn't look like the way the choreography was supposed to look, but he managed to pull it off. It was still really good. This was almost suited to him, like it was choreographed for him. Mandy Moore did a really good job. I really liked it. It was smooth, it was like sneaky, it was just, it was a good piece, and I thought together they did really well. And good job, Tad. Marko and Allison danced next, a Sonya contemporary piece, and I thought this piece was stunning. It was really, really good. More than good. It was like one of my favorites of the night. It was just, I mean, Marko is such a pure dancer. He's just so committed to the character. And Allison, I mean, you know what this kind of looked like though? It kind of looked like Alex Wong and Allison's dance from last season. I felt like it was almost a continuation of that. And the song kind of sounded like it too. Marko kind of looks like, I don't know, there's a lot of similarities to it. It was a good piece, I mean, Marko isn't given, I almost feel like he isn't given enough credit. And I feel like Sasha and Melanie take a lot away from him. But he's getting there, he's peaking, and I'm really excited to see him go far, because he's one of my favorite dancers, so good job, Marko. Caitlynn and Tad went next. They danced a Foxtrot choreographed by Jonathan Roberts, and I thought Caitlynn looked so elegant in this. It was so, like, from, like, that era. It was, like, it needed to be black and white. She was so, like, I mean, it looked like she needs to be in that dress for the rest of her life. It was so good. Well, her character, at least. And the dancing was good, too. I mean, it wasn't the best because it's a Foxtrot, and how many people, I mean, I'm sure there's tons of people who love Foxtrot, but it's not the most memorable. And it's not going to get you, like, off your chair screaming for them, you know? But it was still, I mean, that's the nature of the dance. It just doesn't do that. But it was still really good. And I thought they did well. I mean, it's not most memorable, but they did a good job, so good job. Marko and Ricky danced next. They danced hip-hop routine choreographed by Napoleon and Tabitha. And I thought this was such a good concept for a boy piece, like two cleaners and like they danced with the brooms. I thought the props worked well. I thought they were so together in this, although you could tell that Marko had a little bit more swag than Ricky did, just because of the way they would go down. But I mean, they were so together, and they had a fast movement in the middle. It was just a really solid piece. I thought this was really good, one of my favorites, and I really, really enjoyed it, so good job. Jordan and Jess went next. They danced Rumba routine choreographed by Gilkenson, and I thought this routine was good. I was hardly watching Jess though, and that was because Jordan was wearing like this vibrant dress, and like obviously I'm gonna watch her. It was good. It was just, I don't know, something was missing. Maybe the chemistry again. I don't feel like Jordan gets the chemistry with her partner. I thought she had it with Tad, but I didn't think she had it with Ade. I don't think she had it with Jess. And I think that's because she's a little bit invested in selling the performance. She doesn't get the connection with her partner. And in the Rumba, it's so sensual. You need to have that. So it was okay. Just it needs something more now. It's top 8. Finally, Melanie and Sasha ended off the show with a jazz piece choreographed by Sonya. And this piece, I mean, Sonya always, in her pieces, requires the dancers to stop what they're doing and hold it and pose, as if like it's a tableau almost, like they're trying to sell that pose to you. It's like, and it's always really cool to see when they do that, because like they move so fast and then just stop with like their leg in the air, and it's really cool. And they had a ton of that in this. These girls were so strong, obviously, and they just exude like power. So it was a really good routine. But I almost felt like with Melanie and Sasha, you can do so much more with this. This one didn't really have a story, but I mean, with them, because they're so good, you could even like, I don't know, there could have been there was endless possibilities of what they could do. So, and like they almost look like clones with like their hair and the robot music kind of. It was a really good routine. Like I really enjoyed it, but I feel like, you know, like it could have been even better. And I liked Marko and Allison's piece, Sonya's piece, more than this one. I definitely don't think this was Sonya's best piece, but I thought it was, obviously I really enjoyed it, I really liked it. And they're both like, I think they're both my favorite dancer, plus Marko, and then I don't know who you would add to that. But those three, they need to be in the top. They need to be. So yeah! Alright, so that is the end of my top 8 review. I think Caitlynn and Ricky might be gone this week. I don't know if that's how, I think maybe Jordan might be out too, I don't know. A lot of people don't vote for her. Caitlynn looks like she has more fans. But I don't know if the judges are going to let them go, and they'd let the last Clarice and Mitchell go, and I was kind of like, why are the judges letting them go at top 10? Because, I mean, America always decides who goes after that, so it's kind of like, what are you doing? What are you guys doing? When did you even let us know that you were doing that? I didn't understand that. But I don't know if the judges are going to decide. We'll see. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Okay. Peace!